Hello everyone, Jurassic Man here, and today we will be reviewing the Series 1 Coelophysis. Now, among most of the Series 1 figures, these are probably one of the few harder ones to obtain, other than the Red Rex, Young Rex, and maybe some other ones, maybe human figures, but you could get those for like $10 or less if you want a complete set or just them themselves. Personally, I just like to get the human figures themselves or the dinosaurs. But these guys don't come with anything except for a collector's card. Now these did not come with a collector's card. I sadly don't have them, but I don't really collect them because I don't trust cards. They break easily on me. So, I just got these guys. Now, if you want to get a Coelophysis, some people try to avoid getting them sometimes. But if you want to get a full set of the original series, you need to get these. Some people like to get them still in their packet. Some people like to get them loose, and loose is the worst part. If you try to get them loose, they would break on you. Like, among all of the dinosaurs or figures you could get in the Jurassic Park first line, these are by far the worst of the toys. Not saying that they're bad, but I mean like in quality, they're pretty bad. But they're still sought after because, well, if they're in very good condition, they can sell a lot of money. Especially when I want to get two of the same ones or two of the different ones. Now, as you can see, I have two of the different ones here. As you can see, they are different with each other. There is one in a running position and there's one in a sitting position. Although that's not how they are in the box. They're actually more neutral. But I do them like this because it's much easier to pose them. If you also notice that the gray one has a stand on it, it does not stand well, which is why these guys are pretty awful among Jurassic Park toys. But yet they're still playable and they're still fun, no matter how weak the rubber is in the body. Speaking of rubber, these are one of the few small figures that have rubber other than the Coelophysis. I mean the Dilophosaurus, of course. So, let's get right to the review. Now, these guys are one of the smallest during the Series 1 line and won't be beat by the smallest dinosaur that is not a baby than the Conceptnasus that comes with the pack, or comes with Dieter Stark in the Lost World. Now, there are two of them, and it's pretty hard to get them. Usually they go by the range of 15 to 25 to even 30 or 50. If you want to get them in their box, they're going to be up almost to the 100 range. I, however, got these guys $10. But you can understand why I got them in $10. It's because they're not in the greatest condition. As you can see by this green one, it has a slight pink in it. You can see. And then the other one, it has pink in its mouth as well. And of course on his toes, which is pretty okay. I'm just gonna let him fall because it struggles to put him in the right position. But you can see why these guys are pretty bad toys, but are likable among the dinosaur lines. Now when it comes to details, these guys are okay, I could say. They're really smooth, and they hardly have any ridges or bump. Thanks to the paint wear, you can see where those ridges are as they stick out the most. Even in low light, you can still see the details. They have very rubber bodies, and they have a wire in them, like some of the giant dinosaur toys that have a wire in them as well to bend their tails. And of course, these guys are very bendy, you know. Although they do have articulations, they both do, as they're pretty much identical other than their position as they're in and color-wise. If anything, it's just the legs and the arms. No, wait. Yeah, it's just the legs. If you just get rid of the legs, they are technically the same figures with different colors. Of course, on the leg, it says JP.04. It's all hard to see. I hate this camera. And JP.04 is their number on both of them, actually. JP.04. Oh no, wait, no. This one's 04, while this one's... Oh no, wait, they actually are 04. Whoops, screwed up on that one. But they pretty much are the same figures, just different colors. And like I was saying, how I got them cheaper is because their paint is wearing off. They have paint added on them, and they don't even have eyes. Like they don't even have eyes. This one only has one eye, like right there. That's it. This one doesn't even have... Oh no, wait, it does have eye. I don't really pay attention to most of my figures, do I? Okay, this guy has both his eyes. This guy only has one eye. He is a Cyclops. And yeah, that's pretty much it on these figures. They're pretty short. Back in the day, you could get them for $5 for two. And getting 2 dinosaurs in one packet was pretty big. Or pretty good back in the day. But I guess that's why they gave them 2, because these guys are pretty flimsy. See if you can hold him. Oh yes, you can. Now it looks like they're fighting for food. These Coelophysis are pretty much okay, if I gotta say. Although they are very bendy, like I mentioned before. They have a wire in their body, and you could bend them in any way. I like to put this guy in particular into my bigger Rexes and make it look like the Rex is munching on it. Or you could put it in the famous T position or U position, as most dinosaurs are found when they fossilize. This guy, however, he doesn't really have much bend other than his tails and his head. You could bend him in a way where he looks like he's prowling at prey, and that's pretty good in my opinion too. However, because of this bend feature and his really flimsy, realistic skin, a lot of these tend to break easily, along with his feet, which are also very bendy, but they're not posable, and their hands. And that's the bad thing about these guys, is that their hands and their feet are just very weak. These guys can easily be chewed up by any dogs, like the ones you hear in the background, or cats, or even babies if they have to. But yeah, these guys are not the greatest toys, but they are the hardest to find when it comes to them being really pristine and very clean and not broken. A lot of them, you'll see them offering them like $20 for one with at least a broken foot or missing arm, or even worse, part of his tail gone. Okay, so let's compare these guys with other dinosaurs. As I mentioned earlier before, let's compare it with the Dilophosaurus that appeared too in Series 1. Now, the Dilophosaurus is the second smallest, I think, next to the Velociraptor. That isn't a baby. And these guys, I guess they scale up very well. I mean, let's get a human figure up here and compare that. Here we have Dennis Nedry from Series 1. And of course, he looks nothing like Dennis Nedry. He looks like the Terminator. But as you can see, I guess it scales up very nicely. One thing about their bendy feature is that you could literally wrap these guys around human figures. I have not tried this yet, and I think I screwed up. But yeah, you get my point. In one of the commercials, you'll see Alan Grant fight one of these guys. I'm thinking it's this green one right here. Now, I do like the gray one. I just don't like the fact that I'm picking side on the green one more, even though I hate its sitting stance, which is pretty annoying. Let's compare it with another dinosaur, not a Jurassic Park dinosaur, but a safari lit dinosaur. It is too the Coelophysis. Now this Coelophysis is more towards accuracy than these guys. These guys look like long snakes with arms and legs. Well, the Coelophysis here looks like a flightless bird. And that's what I like. I like scientifically accurate toys. dinosaurs, but Jurassic Park is also in the way, so I can't really choose a side. I'll choose both sides if I have to. And finally, let's compare it with an old guy we had here. He hardly comes by, but you know, old friends must visit. And that is the Ultra Tyrannosaurus Rex from 2009 Jurassic Park Dinosaurs. The last line, I guess. And of course, he is massive. He can eat these guys up if he wants. Just slide him in the mouth, and he's right there. Because he's made of plastic and pretty heavy in both ways, it's not going to affect him, unlike the other dinosaurs, which just fall over. I'm looking at you, young Rex. Okay guys, I hope you liked this review. Remember to like and comment the video, and I'll see you guys next time.